Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Yo, what's good, y'all? What's the word? What's going on? How everybody doing out there? Y'all already know what it is, man. We are back again, and it's time for the Tuesday banger. That's a lot, y'all. It's time for the Tuesday banger, man. It's time for the Tuesday banger, y'all. That's a lot, and I got one. I keep a banger at all times. But like I always say before I start these videos off, I have no problem delivering this content to everybody that's out here working hard, working a 9 to 5. Everybody that's out here with their own business, getting to that bag the legit way. I make sure y'all got something to watch in the mornings, man. I promise y'all it's no problem on my end. I also have no problem making sure I'm warning y'all and telling y'all about how dangerous prison is. I only ask for one thing in the process. That's for y'all to just stay out the way, man. That's it, man. Like, I would rather you just try to even make an attempt to try to stay out the way, man. Just try it, man. Like, don't knock it till you try it, man. Like, it be so many dudes that I have met that's really scared of being regular, man. Ain't that something, man? You have so many people that look at being regular like it's a disease, like you being a lame, like you being somebody that nobody ain't gonna respect, man. That's the wrong way to look at it, man. Maybe I looked at it that way when I was young, man, but I'm letting you know now, man, that's the wrong way to look at it, man. As y'all see, man, the world always turns and the world always changes up, man. It be this way one moment, it be this way the next moment, man. And like being a goon and being a criminal, man, is starting to look like it's about to expire out a little bit, man. Now, there's always going to be criminals and everybody running the street being psychos. But at the end of the day, it's starting to stick out like, yo, that's what you do? Like you somebody that just run around with weapons all day trying to hurt people? You just someone out here freaking selling all this poison to people that's trying to, like, come on, man. Like, it's starting to just stick out. It's not cool anymore. You can't be the dude with the money, with the big car, with all the cribs, all the jewelry, looking like a rapper no more. That's a rap. You can't be that no more. You can't be that no more. You know why? Because there's too many legit dudes that's looking like that now. All the legit dudes is looking like how people used to try to look like the hustlers back in the day, man. The world is changing. That's all I'm trying to tell y'all, man. So don't be scared to try to stay out the way. Like, staying out the way is the best thing you can do for your life and your family life, man. If you someone out here with kids, man, don't it make sense for you to be out here to watch them grow? For you could be a granddad one day, man, to your kids, man. It makes sense, man. Like, you're never going to be able to experience that if you're in prison, man. So stop what you're doing right now, man. Tighten up, man, and try to live the staying out the way life. It's the best life around here, man. It's the best life, man. Trying to be a thug, that's in the way. That's in the way, man. I'm telling you, man. Just open your eyes and just look at your block, look at your hood, and just see everybody that's wilding what they doing, walking down the street looking like maniacs, driving around looking like maniacs. Everybody got big old stuff hanging off they jump like they in the army or something, man. That ain't cool, man. That's not cool, man. So if you want to stay out the way, just come over here with us, y'all. Period. But y'all already know what it is, man. This is the Tuesday banger. So what I need y'all to do this one, like, share, subscribe, so y'all. Let's get this. Let's go. What? It's time for business. It's time for business, y'all. And the story I got for y'all today is called Unc Wanted In. Part 1. Crazy story, crazy situation. We are aware, people. We in penitentiary, man, where crazy things happen all the time. And I'm telling y'all, man, like, you just have some people, man, that just be feeling like they entitled, man. We getting back to those, man. I remember all the stories I was telling y'all about how dudes be feeling like they entitled to other people's stuff in penitentiary. But this is one of those, man. Like, people really be feeling like they entitled, man. Like, you got to get your own motion, man. You got to be able to do this, and you got to be able to move around the best way you can when you get locked up. But you have some people that think because of their size or who they are or their reputation that was on the street or whatever the case, they feel like they can cut the line and be able to just take something or just roll with somebody that's doing something powerful in penitentiary, man. Every time I seen a situation like that, y'all, it always turns out bad. So with that being said, though, we on Susses 2 for this one, y'all. We on Susses 2. And I can remember being in 3D for this one, man. We in 3D. And this is kind of like around the time we first kind of moved over there to 3D. Like we've been over there now, I'll say about 4 or 5 months. But this is the beginning stages of it slightly. And, you know, everybody trying to get a hang on what's going on. Everybody trying to move right. Everybody trying to do the right thing. Everybody trying to be the people that's really staying out the way, because this block is really a block that you can stay out the way in, man. I'm telling you, like, they won't really bothering us in there, man. They will let us do us and let us basically like this hit ourselves in the foot. If you know what I mean, then they'll come in and try to enforce whatever they're going to enforce. But for the most part, everybody was chilling in that junk, man. So like when I first got in there, it was like, you know, me and my roommate was searching for motion. But when I first got in that junk, I ain't gonna lie, me and my roommate was searching for motion, man. Like, you know, we had a little motion here and there, but never nothing concrete as of right now. And the motion came a little bit right after this story, but around this time right here, we searching for it, man. So it was like, you know, we would run across different people. We would run across different people that wanted an opportunity that didn't have what we can get. Then we'll end up like collabing and trying to make it happen with them. And sometimes it'll work, sometimes it wouldn't, man. But like, you know, for the most part, this is what we was doing. So I used to know a lot of people, man. Like I would know a lot of people. Like I'm me being from Norfolk, I definitely knew the Norfolk mob. And even if I didn't know you from Norfolk, when we locked up together, now we from the same. We equal. So I would get to know them too. So it was like I knew a lot of people, man. And I was one of those dudes that was kind of like, you know, I wasn't geographical to the sense where I wouldn't know how to mingle with other cities. Like I would still mingle with other cities, even though I wouldn't hang with them. I would still know how to mingle and be cordial and move around without being disrespectful or like showing them that I'm weak. And that used to be my main goal to try to accomplish, man, like to be somebody that can like kind of like, you know, mingle with everybody. Because if you can complete that mission, it's like, you know, prison gonna be easy a little bit. Prison gonna be easy a little bit, man. Like I didn't have to freaking get a weapon and hurt people with it to get my respect in there. I didn't have to do that. I'm not one of those dudes. I got my respect in there from just being wheezy. You know what I mean? And that's just what it was. So I can remember this one time, man. It was this one dude in the block. Now, when he first moved in the block, I didn't know that he was into getting money. I didn't know he was on it like that. But I'm call this dude Taz. Now Taz was a little dude, kind of. Taz was probably like 5'6", kind of chubby dude, brown skin dude with the waves. That's all he really cared about was his waves for real. Like he would keep the do-rag on at all times. Like I'm talking about the only time the do-rag would come off is when we go in the child. You know what I mean? Or when he's somewhere where he can't wear the do-rag, then you will see his waves. The man wore the do-rag all day, man, but he used to love his waves though. But he was somebody that used to be in the junk though, man. Like, you know, he was a loudmouth kind of like, you know what I mean? Like at first I didn't really like him. You know what I mean? Before we got introduced, I didn't really like him because when he moved in, they was already moving different people all over the compound into 3D. Like if we had room, somebody was going to be the lucky contestant and they was going to be able to move into 3D. So when Taz moved into 3D, it was like, he was all right. He was cool, but he was just one of them dudes that was loud. Like not really too loud, disrespectful loud, but just a loud person when it comes to certain debates and different things like that. So like I just used to be from afar watching him, and I didn't really like you know what I mean, know what he was doing. So you know he used to talk that mess, and he was one of those dudes that really waited on getting some get back on somebody or shining on somebody. Like prison is a place where like if I'm getting the pack and the Richmond dudes is getting the pack. Now just say the Richmond dudes don't have the pack, they gotta come holler at me. Now, if I shine on the Richmond dudes, be like, nah, you got to pay this or pay that, or I ain't got it or nothing like that. He's going to be waiting for his opportunity for him to get it and do the same thing to me. Prison is, that's all prison is. People be trying to like shine on everybody who's better, who can get the most. And that's all it is in there. It's just like the street competition. But that's what Taz used to do. And I didn't know he was like that because when he first moved in, like I say, I didn't really care for him like that. But my little homeboy used to rock with him now. Taz, he wasn't from Norfolk. But he was from Tidewater. You know what I mean? But he was one of those dudes that kind of like, you know, for real, he was close to Norfolk. But he wasn't from Norfolk, but he was from definitely Tidewater, and he was close to Norfolk. So it was like, I didn't know him, but we mingled with the same people. So like when he came in the block, me and my roommate had a couple of feezies. Now we only had a few feezies because somebody had sent my roommate, like I think it was a spoon bagged up already, but it was all packed pieces already bagged up. So he said when he got it, he was gonna sell half of it and me and him was gonna mess with the rest. So like it be like that sometimes. Like when you get work, you can't always provide for everybody. It's 88 people in there. Out of 88 people, probably 60%, 70% of people mess with the lala. So it's never gonna be enough unless you got massive ounces or you got at least a zip or something like that. So like we already had it in our mind when he had told me he was getting at it. We was like, yo, we gonna mess with it ourselves. So when he got it and asked him what he did with it, all I know is when he came in the sale on a Friday, he was messing with the lala. And then he was like, yo, roll that up. So I rolled it up. the movie was on. I can't remember what movie was on, but it was a good movie. But like the movie will come on always after count. Like when we locked down for the 10:30 count, the movie will jump on right after they count. So like dudes went and come out all the time when count was clear. My roommate stayed in the cell, so we in the cell. I'm rolling the Lala up. He over there like he was looking at some joints. So he was like, here, he threw me one. I was like, what's up, dude? He was like, yeah, that's you. But he was like, I ain't got nothing else though. He was like, because I sold something to do in 4 building, and he was like, I gotta send one of these jakes to my man that's in the hole over in 3C. Y'all know we the only population pod in the building. The hole, all the other 3 pods are segregation. So he said, I'm like, all right, that's a bet. So me and him blew the joint. You know what I mean? We blew the Feezy. So I'm not even thinking that it's jumping like that. I got the incense burning at the corner of the door on my little ID piece sticking out like that. So the incense smoking out. You know what I mean? So the incense burning out real good. So when they called cell break, I was like, you coming out, bro? He was like, nah, I'm gonna chill. So I'm gonna come out. So as soon as I came out, I come down the steps because we at 41. The steps right there. So I come down the steps. I'm like, I get down the steps. I see my homeboy that I be talking to from the beach. I see a couple of other dudes. And then I see the dude Taz. They all standing like by the wall, like by cell 3. You know what I mean? They standing right there. So they see me. He like, so the dude from the beach pull up. He like, hey, Weezy, me holler at you. I'm like, what's up? He like, hey, look, man. Bro, trying to see, you know, he just got a jump, man. He trying to see, man, he can get one of them sticks from you, man. You know what I mean? To a better day. You know what I mean? I was like, to a better day. Like, man, what I look like, man? Like, I just be giving stuff away. He was like, nah, I ain't saying it like that, but like, you know what I mean? He'll pay store day or whatever. Like, I was like, man, to be honest with y'all, he was like, man, that junk smell good too. That junk smell good too. Y'all just finished burning that junk. I'm like, yeah, that junk is all right. I'm gonna be honest with you though, bro. Like, I ain't got nothing. I was like, it won't lie. He was like, man, come on, Weezy. I was like, bro, I'm telling you, I don't have anything. You know what I mean? Like, if I had it, I would definitely sell to y'all. You think I was the type of dude that I didn't want everybody looking at me like, yo, Weezy lit all up. Look, yeah, Weezy always lit. Yeah, but he ain't sharing nothing. He ain't selling nothing. He ain't doing. Nah, I never wanted that. So like, if it was a time like this and I really couldn't look out or do nothing like what I'm just saying, then it is what it is. But like, I never wanted it like that. Like if I had it, I'm always like, yo, hey, look, get a couple of Feezies off, get a couple of people happy. You can't make everybody happy. I told y'all, it's 60% of the pod that mess with the la-la, y'all. So boom, you can't make everybody happy. Everybody's not going to be happy. So I told bro straight up, I said, bro, look, I ain't got it, bro. You know what I mean? He was like, for real? I was like, bro, that's my word. I ain't got it. It won't my place to tell him all my roommate business. So I already know the next place he was looking at was my roommate. So my roommate come out. So I look up later on after I had told him that, they talking to my roommate. My roommate gave him the same thing. We ain't got it. You know what I mean? So, you know, a lot of people gonna be sour about that. The movie's playing, you know what I mean? It's a good old Friday. And like everybody just like, man, like, you know, what we gonna do? Like everybody smell it. Like, you know what I mean? It's a bad situation for people that's be real chasers when it comes to that la-la. So basically, long story short, we didn't give nobody nothing. It wasn't nothing to give nobody. You know what I mean? It was not, I won't give it up my last Feezy. You know what I mean? I still got another day to go by. So I went and hollered at my other homeboy and like, I just was like, yo, bro, look, bro, it's joint spooky in the joint. Ain't no la-la in the pot. He was like, you got some? I was like, yeah, I got some, bro. I was like, but look, though, this is what we gonna do. He was like, what? I was like, bro, we gonna go outside and mess with that junk, bro. I was like, cause people nosy. I ain't got nothing but a stick left. I said, I know you trying to be lit up and watch this movie tonight. He was like, yeah, bro, yeah. So I'm like, that's a bet. So we go outside and we mess with the Feezy. My roommate stayed in. So when I come back, that's when my roommate was like, yo, I brought him pulling up on me. He was like, then the little dude Taz, he was like, that's the little dude name that just moved in, right? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he gave me the look like y'all lying, like we trying to shine on him or something. I'm like, bro, I already explained to them that like that's like, you know what I mean? Like we ain't gotta explain, you know what I mean? Like what's understood don't gotta be explained basically. Like, yo, I already told them that it ain't nothing. So like they don't want to believe that, that's on them. So he was like, yeah, the little dude was mad though. He was like, yeah, the little nigga was mad. He was mad. I was like, I don't care, bro. I ain't no dude. You know what I mean? So we went on about our day. Man, and we got Friday out the way, y'all. So boom, we was lit off the la-la on Friday, like, you know what I mean? But now the la-la is gone. It's Saturday, and now the chase begins all over again. So I'm looking for it. You know what I mean? So when I got up in the morning, I ain't smell it. Like I ain't really see nobody. Like, you know, I ain't hear nothing. I ain't see no whispering. So I ain't paying no mind. We go to lunch and come back. You know what I mean? When we go to lunch and come back, I'm not watching who's going to visit. I'm not watching none of that. All I know is out of nowhere, I looked up. I seen the dude Taz. The dude Taz slept in cell 14. He slept on the backside on the bottom tier in cell 14. His cut is up. And I only noticed that because when I came in the pod, I had sat at the back bench. And then I thought I smelled the stench of Lala. I was like, turned around, his cup was up, but I didn't think that was what it was though. I just was being nosy, you know what I mean? So after the sale break I came, that's when they all that came out the door. You know what I mean? His homeboy, the dude from the beach, I came out, another dude, and then the dude Taz. When Taz came out though, when his door opened up, that joint was like, poof. Like that's when I really got the smell of the incense, the la everything. I was like, everybody was like this. And all over, I started feeling like how they was feeling yesterday, y'all. So boom, I was like, yo. I called bro from the beach. I said, yo, what's up? We all at you, bro. We all at you. He was like, he come over there. He made sure he put extra mustard on the hot dog. He made sure he put extra mustard on the hot dog. He came through. He was like, what's up, Weezy? What's good? What's good with you? What's up? You all right? I'm like, yeah, bro. What's goody, bro? Like, what's up? Talk to me, bro. What's goody? He was like, what's up? Like, I don't like. You trying to get some, la. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He was like, we ain't got nothing. I was like, well, y'all ain't got nothing. He was like, I mean, we ain't got nothing like that. I was like, you ain't got nothing like that. He was like, I mean, my homeboy got it. But like, he trying to make his money first before he starts selling feezies and all of that. So I'm like, I mean, like, well, what's up? Like, I can't spend no money. I'm trying to spend some money. Like, I ain't got to get no feezy, bro. He was like, I'll holler at him, man. You know what I mean? I'll holler at him. I'll see what's going on. I'm like, all right, we'll do that then. So he dip off. So when he dip off, I see him go there and holler at Taz. You know what I mean? Taz standing by his door. He got his foot on his back door. He looking cool. He like this. He like, dude talking to him. He like, you know what I mean? I don't know what he said to dude. So he didn't even come back and say nothing to me. So now I'm like, I'm waiting. I'm like, wait, where these dudes at, man? I ain't got time for this, man. Where is this dude at? You know what I mean? So my roommate pulled up like, what, they got some more la in? I was like, bro, say word. The dudes that was trying to cop yesterday from us, they the ones that got the la. He was like, for real? He was like, when they try to act petty. I was like, bro, I don't know. He was like, I don't care. Like, I don't beg nobody for la. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna beg them. But I'm just like, I already hollered at him and I'm just trying to see. Cause he said I could spend money. Like, he got it like that. My roommate was like, how he got it back? I was like, nah, I ain't asked bro how he got it back. I was like, but for real, we need to find out how he got it back. Before I even spend any money, he was like, yeah, see what's up with that. Then let me know. I'll go half with you, bro. He's like, I got 25. We do 25 a piece. I'll get my girl to go Western Union game and we can get a 50 ball. I'm like, that's a bet. So dude finally walked past me again, the dude from the beach. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up, bro? You forgot about me? He was like, he back with the extra. He like, no, I ain't forget about you, but like, you know what I mean? He said you gonna see though. You know what I mean? He said you gonna see. He was like, yeah. I was like, hey, bro, I ain't trying to be nosy or nothing, though, bro. I was like, look, I don't be messing with no la that come back through the tutor game. He was like, oh, nah, me either. Nah, bro. He swallow. He do balloons, bro. I was like, oh, all right. I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, bro. That's my word on my kids, bro. Like, I was right there in the room with him. We was all in the room. He throwing balloons up. I'm like, all right. But I'm like, look, bro, trying to make it happen. I said, I got 50, bro, Western Union, bro. Like, trying to make it shake for me, bro. He was like, all right, I'm gonna get back with you know what I mean? So he walked away. He did what he was doing, you know what I mean? Then he came back. When he came back, he was like, look, go ahead and make it happen, man. He was like, but we need the Western Union information first. You know what I mean? He was like, go ahead and make it happen. He was like, this is the Western Union information. He said, let us know when it's in Western Union, then we'll give you the work. I'm like, oh, I gotta wait. He was like, man, that's what Taz said. So I'm looking like I'm not feeling disrespected, but like, be honest with y'all, man, I'm wheezy, man. I got a platinum card on Sussex 2 by now, y'all. So boom, everybody know I'm a lock, man. I be touching. I got to be a lock. So I'm like, word, all right, you know what I mean? So I go tell my seller, I say, yo, look, take care of the junk, bro. Cause I was like, he talking about we gotta have the information first. And you know what I mean? I was like, this junk crazy. He was like, for real. He was like, you already know they mad, Weezy. They think we did them dirty yesterday. He was like, we didn't though. He was like, I ain't had them but 5 feezies. I said, bro, listen, I don't care what they think, bro. Even the sun shines on a dog's ass once a day, bro. I said, I'm not tripping, bro. Trust me, I'm not tripping on that. He was like, man, look, well, I'm about to get on the phone. So my roommate got on the phone. My roommate took care of the business. He came back over there and was like, yo, look, when I get back on the phone, my girl gonna let me know that it's at Western Union and it's a go. So I'm like, all right, he gave me back the information. So I chilled for a little bit more. We went to lunch, came back. You know what I mean? So I'm just standing there with a serious face because that's why I be when I'm trying to handle business and I'm trying to get some la. I ain't doing no joking. I got the serious face, y'all. I'm like this. I'm like, just looking around like, shh. Yeah. You know what I mean? My roommate come back. I was like, yo, hey, look. She said it's there, bro. Yeah, tell them they could call up there, bro. Says there. I'm like, all right, all right. He was like, yo, tell them my people's name is this and this and that. I'm like, all right. So I walk over there to see the dude from the beach. They was over there talking. The dude Taz was right there. I went straight interrupting their conversation and everything. I ain't even gonna lie. They was talking. They was all back there by the toilet. I just walked up. I was like, hey, bro. I was like, let me holler at you right quick. He was like, excuse me, y'all, part yourself. He walked away. I was like, hey, look, bro, they took care of the junk. So all y'all gotta do is just get on the phone, make sure it's there. You know what I mean? So that's all we could have done back then. People could have cheat you back then, like, cause you can call and they'll say that it's there. But if your people's not going there to collect the Western Union, and then, you know what I mean, like they can just take it back. I think I was something like that. Some people used to get petty, but like still though, when you good money, dudes, yo, was there, then they go check, then they people's probably gonna get it later. You know what I mean? So I tell bro, he go whisper to the dude Taz here. Taz was like, you know what I mean? So Taz walked up, he was like, hey, what, Weezy, right? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, man. He was like, look, ain't nothing like that, man. He was like, look, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the jumps, though. He was like, well, look, here go the jumps right here. So I put my back to the pod. He put the jumps in my hand. I'm looking at the jumps. I'm like, these spoons? Because they look like Fizzy papers slightly. I was like, these spoons? He was like, yeah. So I'm like, let me see how one of these jumps. He was like, all right. So me and him stepped off a little bit. I was like, it was like a rectangle square of Lala going down the paper, like a small rectangle. I'm like, yo, bro, this shit small as a bitch. He was like, take it or leave it. The Lala good. I'm like, shh. I'm gonna take it, man. You know what I mean? Like I wanted some Lala that bad, y'all. So boom. I walked away mean, man. That's where I hit the steps like this. Hey, CO, open my door. Just yeah. Shh. I go in the cell, dump them jumps out immediately. I'm like, bro, tripping, man. I was like, what I mean? He gave me four, and I'm just like, I'm like, man, my roommate coming home. He's like, what's up? I'm like, bro, they small though, bro. He was like, yeah, he got that. He got that. He got that. You know what I mean? It was like, man, it's all goody. You know what I mean? So we come back downstairs now, me and bro lit. You know what I mean? We go holler at a couple of our homeboys, get them lit. So now it's more Lala in the pod. Like, I don't know how he was selling it, or I don't know what he was doing. But the dude, Taz, though, like, it was just, you know, you can't tell nobody how to hustle. You can't tell nobody how to do nothing, man. But I just felt like all this was a counterattack to get back at us. For nothing, though. Because we won't lie about the day before. But I told y'all that's how it is in penitentiary, man. So, you know, now they got it. Now they got it. So me and bro been trying to get it right for the last couple of weeks. We can't get it right. The weekend rolled back around. Taz went back over there again and got some Lala. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, this y'all crazy. Like, I was respecting that he was keeping Lala in the pod. You know what I mean? Like, as long as it's in the pod, I'm good. Then I showed him I spent some money. You know what I mean? But he always took me through the song and dance when I would try to spend the bag. And I'm just like, I didn't get it. Like, you handle your business the way you handle your business. But I'm telling y'all, man, I just didn't get how he was trying to handle me, y'all. So boom. So I'll give him a whole month of winning. I'm gonna fast forward a little bit. I give him a whole month of winning, man. He was winning. Our pod was a place where they didn't bother you about that. We wasn't getting bothered. Like, we wasn't getting bothered. And we was able to sell to people in the whole, people in the other buildings, like, they wasn't bothering us. It was like we was on our own little island over there in 3D. So I watched them get money for a month. They was at least winning for a month. Bro, a psychopath. Like, he go to visit every week. I didn't even know who was coming to see him, but he's going to visit every week. You hear me? Every Saturday, he's going over there to get some Lala. It might not be a lot of Lala, because I never knew how much Lala was coming through, but he's going to get some Lala. Now, I promise you, man, one day we was outside. I'm out there jump. We on yard one, way down by 2 building side on that yard right there. We can see the fence right when we can see the fence from the people coming down the boulevard, and that from that yard, we can see the intake. Our gate is like where intake is at. The laundry, all that stuff is right there where our gate is at. So we on the yard, and I just see a dude coming out the joint. And then he came out with the car. Then it was 3 dudes. It was 3 dudes. One arm was kind of big. At first, I didn't recognize him because his back was like, you know what I mean? His back was kind of like to me. But as he moving the cart, you know what I mean? As he moving the cart, I look, I'm like, I did one of these jumps. I'm like, he turned around, he was like, hey, which way you say we're going? And I looked at his face, I was like, man, that's Unc right there, man. I was like, oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. I was like, man, that's Unc right there. Unc had already got transferred before me when he was in the beach jail. You know what I mean? He already got transferred before me. I think he had went to Mecklenburg receiving. I had went to Deep Meadows receiving, but I left probably like 6 months after him. But he was already 6 months ahead of me into prison. But now he's on Sussex too. So when I see him, I'm seeing him. I know Unc from the jail. Me and Unc was in the beach jail together. You know what I mean? Unc a beach dude. You know what I mean? We gonna call him Unc, man. That's all I'm I ain't put Unc out there. That's a word. So I see him. I said, Unc, what's up, Unc? He turned around. He was like, he squinted his eyes. He was like, oh shit, Weezy, what's up, man? What's up, Weezy, man? I said, man, what's up? I ain't seen your ass in goddamn years, bro. I said, why you get up here? He was like, man, they said it's the place to be. Shit, they said it's the place to be. They said I was just in the goddamn mountains. I said he was in the mountains. I said he was at Red Onion. He was like, nah. I said he was at Wallace Ridge. He was like, nah, not that far mountains. He said, man, I was at Buckingham. As soon as he said that, he just like his mouth was moving. He was like, yeah, because you know, he was talking. I was like, that's a possibility. I just don't know yet, Weezy. I was like, yeah, he was in the mountains though. I was like, yeah. I was like, that's crazy. I said, man, that's wild. I said, well, you going to 4 building? He said, no, he going to 4 building. They said, I'm going to 3D. I said, man, you well that, man. He said, yeah, I'm going to 3D. Who in 3D? You in 3D? I said, bro, this 3D right here. He was like, for real, man? For real? I was like, yeah, this 3D part right here. So as I'm talking, I'm at it's like the yard is a square. You know what I mean? The yard is a square. On this part of the square is the one building, like it's the windows and everything at that part of the square. On this part of the square, it's the gate where we come in at, where you can talk to people on the other side. On the back gate where I'm at is where intake is at, is where I'm talking to him at. So my back is to the yard, but it's people all down the line of defense. So he like, this 3D, for real, man. So I look at him, he like, oh shit. He was like, man, goddamn, that's my nephew right there, Taz, man. He was like, that's Taz right there, man. I said, what you know, bro, right there? He was like, the little short one, I was like, yeah. I said, what you know? He was like, yeah, he just was at Buckingham with me. I was like, for real? He was like, yeah. I was like, damn, you want me to call him, bro? He was like, nah. I'll holler at him when I get in the pod. He kept close to the fence. He was like, hey, he be touching over here. I was like, I really didn't know how to answer that question because for one, Unc is a fucking psycho, you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, he be touching Unc. He a petty bitch. I said, yeah, he be touching Unc. He was like, I said, you sure you don't want me to call him? He was like, nah, fuck that shit. I'll holler at that soft ass nigga. When I get over there, Weezy, he grabbed his car. He was like, yeah, that nigga a bitch though.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.